Part of the fun of today's shoot is we have a special guest, and that's Mike Cassidy from the Good Life magazine. So if you hear a little beep in the background, that's Mike shooting some pictures for a future issue of the Good Life magazine. It's great to have him along today. Welcome to the Fishing Magician Outdoor Cooking Show. I'm Dave Graybill. I'm here today with Richard Kitos with the Ivy Wild Bed and Breakfast and Catering Company. This setting may look familiar. Richard and I have done a show before and he was so fabulous. I was so glad that he brought us back, welcomed us to his backyard again.
Thanks for coming back in, Dave.
Yes, really enjoy it. Saw Richard recently at a salmon cook-off up in Leavenworth. We had a great time.
Boy, that was fun. That was a good community event, and I enjoyed being involved in that. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, Richard, give us an idea of what you've got planned for us today.
Well, we're doing things that you can just take out on your picnic or your camping trip, and things that are a little different than you might usually do. So I made some pizza dough, and what I do with the pizza dough is I freeze it, and then you put it in your ice chest, almost like a piece of ice to keep things cooler, and then by the time you get ready to use it, it's usually pretty soft. You pull it out, the dough becomes workable, and it's a great thing to do. The kids love it out on a campground for a picnic, and then we brought all kinds of different ingredients, and we're gonna grill those over here on the grill. We already started one just because Dave was hungry. And
right.
Second thing we're going to do, we're going to make a penne pasta with all fresh local ingredients, and then we'll finish with a salad. I call it the Ashley salad. My wife made it at a dinner party we went to last night, and I was so impressed that I said, let's do it on the show today.
That's fabulous.
So let's see, with the dough, what we've done, I make my own pizza dough. You can buy doughs if you want, but this one's a very easy recipe. If you need the recipe, you can go onto the website, theivywildinn.com, and we'll post it there for you. And what we're going to do is I start with these little balls of dough, which are about 6 ounces each, or about the size of 2 golf balls.
Yes.
How's that?
Yeah.
I don't know, a ball in between a softball and a golf ball. So there you go. I'm going to roll this out. And Dave, while I'm doing this, I want you to start thinking about what are we going to put on this pizza.
Oh wow, you've got so many great ingredients
right,
now.
We sure do. This is part of the fun. This is a great thing. We've done it for my daughter's birthday a number of times where we get all kinds of ingredients. We put them out for the kids. They make their own pizza. I end up rolling all the dough, unless the kids enjoy doing it, but you come up with some pretty interesting shapes. So that's part of the fun. They go from pizzas, they call them flatbreads now. So we're doing that just to kind of stretch the dough, get it a little rounder. That's a pretty round thing, huh? About as round as my head.
Not bad, Richard. I'm very impressed.
And this, I'll maybe squirt a tiny little bit of oil so there's no sticking. We'll lay the dough right on there, and you just work it into the position you want. That's nice and pretty.
Fits perfectly.
Why don't you go ahead and start with that?
Okay.
And this pizza's doing pretty darn good. And let me tell you a bit about how I'm doing this. What I do is this grill you can do. I turned it up hot on one side and I turned it down on the other side. I'm going to look, oh nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I cook it on this because it will burn too quickly like this. So if you can put it on a pizza pan, and then a little bit later I'll put it over here and it'll kind of finish up. In fact, it's still pretty warm, so I'm just going to turn it off underneath there. Another thing that can happen is the dough will catch on fire. So we'll turn half the grill off, we'll leave the other half on high, and that one's about ready to go. I'm glad we made one ahead of time. I can hear your stomach rumbling over here, Dave.
You always do this to me.
So what else you got there? We got some ham. We got
a little bit of bacon on there.
I got. You want me to chop up some jalapeno for you? It's fresh out of Mr. Schmidt's garden.
Oh, Mr. Schmidt, please.
That's my alter ego. Here's some garlic. I'll just do some thin slice. And all these vegetables came out of the Wenatchee Valley here, the Quincy area. It's all wonderful. It's the perfect time of year to get things from this region. We got some really great farms, and the availability is really incredible.
Oh, so, every fall it's just the abundance.
It's fun. It's a chef's paradise. Exactly.
Oh,
what else you got there?
Spice just a little bit.
All right. Well, last night I went to a dinner party and my friends were making pizzas, and my 1.5-year-old, she grabbed a pizza that had jalapeno on it. She found out she didn't like jalapeno last night.
Not so much.
Interesting, huh? No. So we'll just do it for us grown-ups today. I'll toss it. You can go ahead and throw the cheese on there now, Dave.
Right.
And then I'll throw a little bit of the jalapeno. I have some Parmesan here. Some other interesting things that I like to put on pizzas. I like to take some, these are potatoes that are already cooked, and I'll slice them up and I'll lay them on the pizza. I'll put them with some garlic and some rosemary. It would go good with some apple on there too. And it makes a really delicious pizza.
Well, that's an interesting twist. That's something I haven't tried.
A twist. There you go. Got me dancing, Dave. All right, so now we got this pizza's all done. It's come out. You get sometimes a little bit of burning on the bottom, but that's okay. Carbon black's good for you. Cleans you out, I like to say. It's perfect for you. So we're gonna go ahead and cut through this pizza, and we'll eat this in a little bit. We're gonna make a couple more of these. But I just thought it'd be a nice way to start. Dave, you want to try a piece, or you want to?
Oh,
I'm sure you do.
absolutely. Can't stop me. Oh yeah.
See, we gotta lessen those stomach rumblings. In fact, I might try a piece.
Well,
What do you think of that? And you could do this over a charcoal grill also. There's no problems. All it is maintaining a good temperature on the grill. If you do a charcoal grill, you keep part of the grill really hot and the other part not so many coals underneath it, and you won't get a burned crust. But
well, I tell you what, it's fabulous, and it's got that barbecue flavor. And we'll move on to our next dish in just a second.
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on Wenatchee Avenue was so popular, Mike was the first business to be invited to appear in the new Pybus Market on Worthen Street. Mike's is known for the best quality in beef, pork, chicken, and other meats, and now has added fresh seafood. You won't find this kind of good old-fashioned butcher quality and service anywhere else. Fresh produce is in season too. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market brings the farm and ranch to you.
Well, Richard, now I know you mentioned pasta.
Right.
And you do some great pasta dishes.
Thank you, Dave.
What have you got in store for us today?
Well, I thought since we had all these ingredients for the pizza, we'd just kind of follow that line, and we're just going to do fresh things out of the garden. We had a great year with potatoes and zucchini and onion and tomatoes out of my garden, and I got some local bacon recently. So I thought we'd do maybe a tomato basil bacon pizza pasta. And and see how that tastes. So what do you think of that?
Sounds really good to
So
me.
I've got my pan going there, and I'm going to put in some oil. And what I've got is we peeled a little bit of garlic, and I'll just slice it up. A nice thin slice there. And then we'll just throw all of that in there. We'll get it going. And then, this is once again, we're just going to pick kind of what we want to put in it. But let's start with some tomato. And, well actually, let's start with the bacon first, just to really get that flavor going through the oil. And that really scents the oil, that passes it all the way through the dish, the rest of the way through. Smell that?
The immediate aroma.
Right.
Oh, it's fabulous.
And then, in certain types of cooking, they put all their spices in early because that's what happens. Is it releases the flavors of all the spices into the oil, and it really passes through the dish the entire way through. So that's nice. And what we've done here is, if you're like going camping or fishing or whatever, you can cook your pasta ahead of time. So I cook this, put it in I put it in a Ziploc bag, and then it's just ready to go. You don't even have to heat it in water then. It's all perfectly cooked.
And so it
Al
just
dente.
heats as you
Yeah.
warm the vegetables.
Exactly.
And spices.
So you just throw it in here. We'll throw it in a little later to make sure that everything is cooked thoroughly. But yeah, it saves you having to boil water, take up camp stove space, whatever. And it's just a nice little way to do things, and saves you some having to bring extra pots and pans. Okay, so I threw in some zucchini, and one thing I found out this year is we have chickens at our house, and chickens love zucchini. And
Oh,
so,
that's good, because there's usually an abundance of zucchini.
I know, and what I did, I let them grow really big. So I had these ones that my daughters would carry around like logs, and then we'd cut them in half, and the chickens just went to town on them. So it was kind of fun. So I'm going to dump some of that tomato juice, those really juicy tomatoes we've had this year. And then I have some basil over here in one of my daughter's sippy cups. Let's go ahead and pull it out of there, these multi-use cups. I've spilt more milk out of those things than you would ever believe. So this is fresh out of my mother-in-law's garden last night. I had to wait till she was asleep to sneak over there and pull it out. And now it's out to the world, right? So you always wait till the end, kind of right near the end, where you'll add the basil or any herb, just to kind of release the flavor then, and you don't want the leaves turning brown or anything, so it'll be a nice, beautiful green color. I got some pepper, some salt, kind of doing it to how I think it should be. And there we go. And we're going to let that cook. And what I'll do right now is add some of this pasta to it, and it will cook slowly. And we'll end up with a really nice, delicious pasta. So now we've got the pasta in there. It's going to take 2 or 3 minutes to really get the flavor and the heat through the pasta. You can put one of your pizza pans over the top to just keep the heat in. And
There you go.
so you're good with that. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, we can kind of get going on what our next project will be during the next segment. So let's do that. What do you think of that?
Now, you had one of the things I was going to mention, and you're starting on the Ashley salad.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
doing the Ashley salad.
And one of the things I was going to mention is, you notice how Richard has all these different ingredients, and more than usual, because you let me build my own custom
Exactly,
pizza, so
right.
there's a lot of ingredients. Everything you see here can be done in a Ziploc bag, put in your cooler, or in the fridge of your RV, done in advance, and very quickly, in just a few minutes that you saw us put this pasta dish together, you can do that right at your campsite anywhere you're going.
And you can really impress the other campers next to you.
That's right.
You really kind of get some jealousies going on. Those pizzas are about ready. They're nice and beautiful. Let's go ahead and Ashley salad. What I'm going to do really quick, and then I guess we'll go to break or something, but I'm going to sprinkle some salt on this. And what that's going to do is extract some of the water from the cucumber, so you don't have the salad doesn't become too juicy. So yeah, we got that. We'll let those sit for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll take that salt off, slice it up, and throw it in the salad, and we'll be ready to go.
What other ingredients do you plan for
We're going to put some
Ashley?
tomato. We're going to put this fresh melon in there, and I'll do a very simple vinegar and oil dressing, a little sugar in it.
Terrific. Okay.
You ready?
We'll get started on that. Just a second.
All righty.
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on Wenatchee Avenue was so popular, Mike was the first business to be invited to appear in the new Pybus Market on Worthen Street. Mike's is known for the best quality in beef, pork, chicken, and other meats, and now has added fresh seafood. You won't find this kind of good old-fashioned butcher quality and service anywhere else. Fresh produce is in season too. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market brings the farm and ranch to you.
Then finish up with Ashley salad.
Let's do the Ashley salad first. So what I'm gonna do, so you saw me before, I put the salt on that and it just is extracted a lot of the water. If you wanted to, you can pull out the seeds also. I like to leave the seeds in. I think that's nature gave them to us. So let's just use them. Let's use them in the salad. If you're going to make this and serve it, hours later, you might want to take the seeds out because there is a lot of juice in that. But let's leave them in for the purpose of this salad. So I'm just doing a nice slice on these. You could cut them any way you want to do, little chunks. You could do slices, however you want. Let's see, I got the half moon look. So we'll take this and put it directly into the bowl. And then I'm going to get this melon here. I'm not even sure what type of melon it is. It's kind of like a cross between a honeydew and a cantaloupe. It's a really beautiful green inside, and we used these in the chef cook-off I did the other day up at White Heron Cellars, and these were just so flavorful. I paired mine with I put some a chopped ham and corn salsa on top of some slices of melon. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty flavorful. Who knows?
Well, and again, you've mentioned before that in LA, for example, the fresh fruit was available on street vendors all over.
Oh yeah, that was
fun. And you've
fun.
incorporated melon in salads where it surprised me. Just because that's not what I grew up with, but it adds such a nice contrast.
It really does. And this was really like my wife last night. She left me a text message, said bring me some mint, and I didn't get the message, so I didn't bring mint. But instead of mint last night, she put basil in it, and it worked perfectly in the salad. So it's just a really flavorful end of summer, early fall salad because you have all these things available. The melons come in right now. The cucumbers there, the tomatoes. She used cherry tomatoes last night. I have some of these bigger tomatoes from our garden. We'll just chop those up. So we got those two ingredients. I'm going to take a little bit of mint that we have that I forgot to bring last night, and I'll just slice that up and throw it in the salad. And then we'll come back with give me a couple of these tomatoes here. We could use some of the tomatoes we already have diced up, but I just thought we'd do a different cut on them. Let's see, that guy's kind of old. Got all these things coming out of my garden.
Fast.
I know. Boy, they do, don't they? I wish they would take their time and you know, come out at different times. So we'll do these nice slices of tomato, and I'm just taking out the little core there. I have a core. I forgot to bring my tomato core out, but there we go. And I like that. That's a good shape.
Looks great.
Yeah, as a chef, you get the opportunity to do it your way, and that's what you and I are doing right now, Dave. All right, so a couple more slices in there, and we're going to make a really simple dressing to go with this. Now, in this dressing, the classic dressing is 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil, and that's what we'll do. We're just going to use, for the purpose of this salad, I'm just going to use white vinegar. You can use a rice wine vinegar, a cider vinegar, but we're just using rice vinegar, a little bit. I'm going to put some sugar in there, probably about 2 teaspoons. Usually I'd use Dijon mustard, but I thought, well, people aren't camping. They usually don't have Dijon. They always have like a regular mustard like this handy.
Works
so let's,
just fine.
yeah, let's use that. And then I'll just get my whisk, and you can do this with a, if you just have a fork, you know, you don't carry a whisk out on a camping trip.
Yeah.
And we'll just add some oil to that. So we're doing about 1 tablespoon of regular oil to 3 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon of vinegar to 3 tablespoons of oil. And that's pretty good. This type of mustard, you know, it's usually used on hot dogs, but it's kind of got this tangy bitterness to it that I really like. So
yeah.
I think it will go really well with this salad. I salt and pepper all my salads, so I got a little salt, a little pepper, and then we'll come back with this dressing. You just pour a little bit, you don't pour it all right away, and then you can toss it, use a spoon, move it around. That just is going to be a good salad. I was so impressed with my wife last night. Let's see.
Look at that. And that dressing.
That's pretty darn good. And everything's so fresh. And if you wanted to, you know, we have that salami. We could do little slices of salami, throw it right on top, or mix it in.
I love that idea.
Yeah. If you had, you know, the bacon, whatever you want. There's nothing holding you back. Kind of cooking. It's your world. It's your oyster, right?
That's
so you
correct.
can do what you want. Okay, we got these. I'll
Now
call these.
add that to the salad. And I'll tell you what. Let's add that to the salad.
Right.
And then I want to get everything prepared and
Let's
laid
do
out
that.
here so our audience can see the finished product.
Let's
All
do
these
that,
3
and you know,
dishes.
maybe I'll sprinkle a little Parmesan on top, and we're ready to go.
Perfect.
Turn it into a little Italian salad.
Hooked on Toys!
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on Wenatchee Avenue was so popular, Mike was the first business to be invited to appear in the new Pybus Market on Worthen Street. Mike's is known for the best quality in beef, pork, chicken, and other meats, and now has added fresh seafood. You won't find this kind of good old-fashioned butcher quality and service anywhere else. Fresh produce is in season too. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market brings the farm and ranch to you.
Richard, thanks again for having us here. This is just another fabulous set of dishes that you showed us. This great grilled pizza, this wonderful fresh pasta dish with all these great ingredients from your garden, the Ashley salad. I think if I was going to pick amongst the 3 different things that you showed us today, and you always show us something new, that I would do again myself, it would be all 3.
Nice.
They're fabulous.
That'll be a
Just
perfect
fabulous.
dinner.
Well, Richard, thanks again for inviting us here to the Ivy Wild Bed and Breakfast and Catering Company and preparing some great dishes you can make outdoors or indoors, and you would impress anyone anytime you prepare these. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate it. Thank you.